Welcome to East Coast Hour, your go-to destination for the best music videos from Canada's East Coast. Stay tuned for the latest entertainment news, exclusive prize giveaways, and your chance to shape the show by voting for the video that you want to see. Hit subscribe and be part of the East Coast Hour experience. Let's get started.
I remember when I said I do. We were young, we thought it was love. Why does love have to hurt so bad? Why do you always gotta bring me down? We're tired of living this life we've had, so I'm leaving and I'm leaving you now. We have tried so many times to keep together what we thought was love. Now I realize what we had just wasn't enough. Why does love have to hurt so bad? Why do you always gotta bring me down? We're tired of living this life we've had, so I'm leaving and I'm leaving you that little thing we thought was love. It's the last that you'll see me cry. It wasn't meant for the two of us. Why does love have to hurt so bad? Why do you always gotta bring me down? We're tired of living this life we've had, so I'm leaving and I'm leaving you now. Why does love have to hurt so bad? Why do you always gotta bring me down? Tired of living this life I've had, so I'm leaving and I'm leaving you now.
That was Jackie Putnam and Matt Balsor with I'm Leaving You Now here on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Boudreau. Jackie Putnam is one powerhouse of an entertainer, a singer and songwriter, and she's a little bit of country and a little bit of rock and roll. Jackie captured International Female Album of the Year back in 2024 from the International Singer-Songwriters Association, and she's won numerous awards with her album, The Phoenix. Welcome to episode number 47. In this hour, stay tuned for a chat and a video from another of the Cabin Fever performers from PEI. Shane Pendergast will be with me. Also in this hour, your viewer's pick of the week. And I also have a lineup of music videos I'm sure are going to bring you a variety of feels. And a tribute to a Richmond County musician who recently passed away, the late Cyril MacPhee. Stay tuned in this hour. Now let's continue with a music video from a Newfoundland favorite, Carolina East, Soaked in Whiskey, on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Blinds open, sun hits your heart like headlights too deep. You wake up with a look on your face like, how did I get here? Was last night just a blur to you? 'Cause I remember it loud and clear. Started off friends till you started feeling good, started whispering in my ear. You said, anyone ever tell you that you got eyes just like the sea? The prettiest blue and dangerous too as you move closer to me. I couldn't stop you, why would I want to? Took a shot down before you kissed me. Did you mean it? 'Cause I believed it, even though we were both feeling tipsy. You said forever, that you never ever felt like this before. Since me, did you mean it? 'Cause I believed it, even if your words were so me close, there was a scent that I come to know. Sweet and strong, like your embrace, and it's left behind when you go. I stop and smell the empty bottle, 'cause to me it's just like cologne. And if it made you tell me that you love me, it's the greatest lie ever told. I didn't want to complicate things, so I ordered us a couple more. I couldn't stop you, why would I want to? Took a shot down before you kissed me. Did you mean it? 'Cause I believed it, even though we were both feeling tipsy. You said forever, that you never ever felt like this before. That's me. Did you mean it? 'Cause I believed it, even if your words were salty whiskey. Salty whiskey. I couldn't stop you, why would I want to? Took a shot down before you kissed me. Did you mean it? 'Cause I believed it, even though we were both feeling tipsy.
Credit card, please.
Wow. It's right here. Oh my God.
Late checkout, I presume?
Sure.
Feeling tipsy. You said forever, that you never ever felt like this before. That's me. Did you mean it? 'Cause I believed it, even if your words were salty whiskey. Salty whiskey. Did you mean it? Salty whiskey. Salty whiskey.
That was Carolina East with Soaked in Whiskey here on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Boudreau. Carolina's a bold country songstress from Newfoundland who draws her inspiration from Jan Arden, Adele, and fellow Newfoundlander Alan Doyle. Don't forget, send your music videos. I'd love to get them so we can air them here, share them with your fans. Send them to eastcoasthour@gmail.com. Well, all week long, you've been voting for your viewers' pick of the week, your choice for the video that you want to see in this episode. You had a great selection of 3 different choices, and you made it. You cast your votes, and you made your choice. Here is this week's viewers' pick of the week. It's Willie Stratton and Need Your Love on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
I've been holding it in, I've been holding it out. Been biting my tongue inside of my mouth. I know it ain't proper, I know it ain't right for a girl like you to stay out all night. My heart don't beat, the rattles and hums. Tell your mama and your sister that I'm gonna be your mister, alright. Your daddy thinks that I ain't no good. He don't need no trash in his neighborhood. His inclination, it ain't wrong. Girls on bikes, they have a lot of more fun. Got a leather jacket, you never take off. I tell you daddy and a cousin, time to get your motor running. Come on. Wrap your legs around me, baby. Come and hold on tight. We're gonna go for a ride. Shine a tail light on this old town. Leave it all behind. 'Cause I need your love. I need your love, baby. I need your love tonight. Died for our sins. Well, he signed a check, babe. I want to cash it in. St. Peter says at the pearly gates, then on this list, son, you're in the wrong place. But thanks to the wine, I head downstairs. Just tell the saints and the preachers that I found another teacher. All right. Wrap your legs around me, baby. Come on, hold on tight. Gonna go for a ride. Shine our tail lights on this old town. Leave it all behind. See the other side. 'Cause I need your love. I need your love, baby. I need your love tonight. Baby, tonight. I need your love. I need your love. I need your love tonight.
Hi, I'm Kinley, and I'm so excited to be on the East Coast Hour with Chuck because this is so important to get East Coast artists' art out into the world. And we're very, very excited to make music videos in the place where we love on this beautiful East Coast. So thanks for watching. Tell your friends. This is East Coast Hour with Chuck.
May not be Hollywood, may not be wrong. You won't find the street paved with gold. May not be heaven or paradise road, but the nearest place here that I know is here I can sing, and here I can dance, and be who I want, be given the chance to love and be free, to love and be me. Nova Scotia to me. And there with the roses I know you'll find thorns. Along with the rich there are poor. And though it's not Hollywood, no it's not Rome, it's the nearest place here that I know. 'Cause here I can sing, here I can dance, and be who I want, be given the chance to love and be free, to love and be me. Nova Scotia to me. I've traveled this country, I've rounded the globe. I sailed and I rode the steel railway. Been many places, I may go again, but the place where I'll be in the end is where I can sing, where I can dance, and be who I want, be given the chance to love and be free, to love and be me. Nova Scotia to me. It may not be Hollywood, it may not be Rome. You won't find the street paved with gold. It may not be heaven or paradise road, but the nearest place here that I know. Here I can sing, here I can dance, and be who I want, be given the chance to love and be free, to love and be me. Nova Scotia to me.
That was the late Cyril MacPhee with Nova Scotia to Me on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Boudreau. Cyril passed away on January 31st after a lengthy battle with Parkinson's disease. He was a founding member of the popular band Breakin' Tradition in the early 1990s and later a solo artist. He was a familiar act at Celtic Colours and Christmas Daddies, and he performed at sold-out shows across the island and throughout Nova Scotia. He was widely known for his humour and his kindness. Cyril was also a mentor and a teacher to many budding musicians. You can catch a full tribute to Cyril MacPhee and his music here on East Coast Hour. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I had for you Steve McIntyre and Robin Chisholm. They joined me here on East Coast Hour and talked about a concert series that's put on by Robin's Nest Productions. It's happening in Port Hawkesbury. It's called Cabin Fever, and a great lineup of artists who are taking part in that series. We're going to chat with another one of those artists right now who's on the bill for February 15th. On this week's East Coast Hour, we're featuring an artist out of Prince Edward Island who's going to be part of the next in the concert series for Cabin Fever to be held in Port Hawkesbury. Joining me right now is Shane Pendergast. Shane, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on, Chuck.
Thank you so much for being here. And we connected early on when the concert series was really just kind of getting announced, just getting underway, just to be able to set this up so that we could make sure that you are able to kind of talk about your music and maybe a little bit as well of what people might expect at the next concert for Cabin Fever. So let's start it all off. Prince Edward Island, that's where you call home. Has it always been home for you? Is that where you kind of grew up?
That's where I grew up, and I grew up in a place called Trackety Cross, and now I live in an area pretty much called Grand Trackety. So I feel like I've done something grand in life. I've moved 10 minutes down the road. But yeah, I love PEI and been here most of my life.
Nice. So kind of a roots folk artist. Is that kind of where you, started off in your music?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was surrounded by my whole life. Everybody in the family plays and sings and performs. And so I really didn't have a choice in the matter. And I love roots music. I love backing up fiddle players, and I love folk songs. So it's always been a big part of my life.
So you've been recognized by Music BEI as well for your Contemporary Roots Album of the Year with Second Wind. So congratulations on that. And you also had a nomination as well for an ECMA under Roots Traditional Recording of the Year for your album, The House Before the Bridge. So congratulations. You're getting recognized. And as I always say to artists, I mean, it's nice to be able to do what you do and be able to make a living at it, but it's also nice at points to feel validated, even through nominations, that people recognize the work that you're doing. So is that kind of how it feels for you?
Yeah, it's like any musical production or any album that you do is a team of people. So it's kind of nice when you get a little bit of attention or praise that you've done something good as a team, and everybody played a part in producing something bigger than ourselves.
So when did this all start off for you? You said you had lots of family around you who play instruments, sing. When did you realize you had some kind of talent that you wanted to try to harness?
I always knew I would play music as a side person, backing up fiddle players or playing seasonally, which I've always played in the summertime when there's a lot of visitors to PEI. I lived for a couple of years in Toronto, and it was there I was trying to make some side money that I picked up some gigs doing weekends playing in the city, and I noticed I was playing a lot of maritime music, and I noticed a lot of people would come and say, "Oh, I'm from Cape Breton," or "I'm from Newfoundland, and I love this style of music, like this brings me back home." And so that was kind of a new experience for me, and I guess I hadn't thought of that music as special, but the more that I played outside of PEI, the more I realized, okay, this is actually something special and I love it. And that's kind of when I started writing my own songs.
And so, what's your hopes? What's your dreams about where music might take you?
Well, there's a couple of festivals that are still on my list that I'd like to do. There's Gordon Lightfoot's one of my favorite songwriters, and Mariposa Folk Fest is kind of associated with him. So that's sort of one of my dreams. And I have a couple other festivals I'd like to do. But to be able to make a living and just to connect with people through song is a gift in itself. So to hopefully just keep it going.
So you're making your way over to Port Hawkesbury to the Strait Area Yacht Club coming up on February 15th to take part in the next of the concert series, Cabin Fever, put on by Robin's Nest Productions and with hosting duties by Steve McIntyre. You're also going to be joined by Freya Milliken as part of that concert series. Have you worked with either Steve or Freya before?
I know Steve from Celtic Colors is where we met, and he's been over here, stayed with me, and played at a little event that I run over here. So he's just, he's a busy guy. He's running this and that, and he's also a great songwriter in his own right with that deep booming voice, and pens a mighty lyric. So it'll be nice to kind of hang out in his area of the world again and share the stage at his show. And Freya, I met in Berwick at the Union Street venue. She saw me play there years ago, and I then checked out her music, and wow, yeah, what a voice. She's fantastic. So it'll be a nice show.
That's great. So last one was sold out February 1st. Fingers crossed that you get a good turnout at this one. Again, February 15th, people might want to hold the Valentine's Day date night, maybe for one more night, but to take part in that concert series. So we actually have a couple of tickets to give away for that night at the Cabin Fever. So we're going to give away 2 free passes, and people can look below in the description section to find the link there to be able to enter to win the 2 tickets, and maybe you'll see one of these lucky winners at the performance. What do you expect, or what can people expect when they come to the Cabin Fever series? What's the night going to look like?
Well, even the name, the Cabin Fever series, it's the dead of winter this time of year, so it'll be nice to kind of bring a community together and try to do some cozy songs. I just put out a new album, and it's a winter album, so I'm excited to play a few of the songs from the new record that are kind of about this time of year and trying to get, trudge through the winter. There's so much snow and cold, and trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel. So I think it'll be sort of a cozy evening and very relaxed. And yeah, I'm excited to just be doing something and this time of year, getting out of the house. I think
people will be able to go there, and they're going to hear some stories from the artists, and how their music came to be, or maybe stories behind particular songs. So I think it's a nice cozy evening. As you said, I think it's underway at 7:30 on the night 15th, and from what I understand, the doors open a bit earlier than that for happy hour down at the Yacht Club, so people can kind of go in and mingle around and talk to each other before the show actually gets underway. So Shane, thanks so much for doing this and for taking part. We're going to promote your music right now. We're going to share one of your music videos. And if people wanted to learn a bit more about you, where would they go to find that information?
Just look me up, ShanePendergast.com. I've got all my music on there, and yeah, it's thanks for having me on, Chuck. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem. And we're going to share one of your videos right now. It's a live performance that you did, and I understand it's from your new album. Winter Grace is what we're going to play right now. This is Shane Pendergast here on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Freedom of the frozen bay, skating at the close hours of day. Tales of pain and paradise, etched in cursive on the ice. In this transitory space, we find winter graves. Foxes laid their little traps, then arrived the fishing shacks. Still the trepidation bore as we laced up on the shore. First strides taken, slow in pace, finding winter graves. On the ice we freely flew, rosy cheeks and icy blue. Walked on water, spirits raised, whirled in slumber neath our skates, to the wonder we gave chase, finding winter graves. Snowdrift swirling on the bay, must this magic melt away? Cold wind stings the hopeful fades, finding winter graves.
Hey everybody, this is Jolene Harnish having a chit chat here with Chuck on the East Coast Hour. Chuck, thanks so much for this platform. We really appreciate the support that you give us East Coast artists. Wish you all the luck with this.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, man. I haven't seen you in here in a while.
No, it's been a while.
What can I get for you?
Get a beer, please.
Beer. So what ails you on this fine day?
Thanks. Just a hard day at work. Come out for a cold one. Maybe things will get a little better.
You definitely came to the right place. Good to hear.
And I gotta get better. Haven't been in here in years. So I took the booth at the end of the room and I sat down with a beer. I'm going kinda crazy, all the hard times lately. When will it ever end? But my beer's almost gone and I gotta move on. And she walked in and I'm like, who is the girl with the camo hat, ordering Jack, knocking on back? Who is the girl everybody sees? She'll never look at me. Who is the girl ordering black, taking no slack, pulling me back? Who is the girl looking my way? the looks and glares. I said with you I ain't messing, but I got a confession. I saw you over there, and I'm like, who is the girl with the camo hat, ordering Jack, knocking it back? Who is the girl everybody sees? She'll never look at me. And who is the girl ordering black, taking no slack, pulling me back? Who is the girl looking my way? Think I better stay right here. Who is the girl? I was gonna go, now I never wanna leave. If I wasn't sitting down, I'll be on my knees. Who is the girl with the camo hat, ordering Jack, knocking on back? Who is the girl everybody sees? She'll never look at me. Who is the girl ordering black, taking no slack, pulling me back? Who is the girl looking my way? Think I better stay right here. Who is the girl? And who is the
That was Tide and Timber and Who is the Girl? On East Coast Hour, I'm Chuck Boudreau. That video was filmed at Rudder's Seafood Restaurant and Brew Pub in Yarmouth, and it was filmed by Greenlight Studios. Now, the brothers, Nathan and Jeremy, they moved from Nova Scotia to New Brunswick and then off to PEI and eventually made their way back to Nova Scotia. And they recorded their first EP in 2016 with former Rankins drummer Scott Ferguson. And they recently released a new single called Better Man. So check them out, Tide and Timber. Let's continue right now with Elise Aaron. This is Cowboy on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Never waits for permission, doesn't pay no attention to the things that they do, doesn't care for the rules. There's one life to be living, no way to be fenced in, like a wild horse running, running. And it sounds like ooh, somewhere in the wild blue, taking me away and laughing in the face of danger, faster, faster. I'm not afraid, letting go of the reins, faster. I'm in love with the freedom, I'm in love with the way. It's everything I've been needing, and I don't need to be saved. I'm in love with a cowboy, I'm in love with a cowboy, When I need justice, someone I can trust in, looks me dead in the eye, reflections don't lie, shows me all the good when I'm misunderstood, like an outlaw running, running. And it sounds like ooh, somewhere in the wild blue, taking me away and laughing in the face of danger, faster, faster. I'm not afraid, letting go of the reins,
That was Elise Aaron with Cowboy on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Boudreau, taking a look at an upcoming performance from Elise that you might want to check out. Elise is going to be at Monty's with Perce Sweeney and the Core, and as well the Willie Kid Group. They're going to be at Monty's on March the 7th for an 8 p.m. show, something you might want to check out. Monty's is located in Dartmouth in Nova Scotia. Let's continue on now with a video that I came across. It's put on by a fabulous YouTube channel, and I got permission to be able to share this on East Coast Hour because I wanted to share with you a great lineup of videos and some storytelling and get to know this artist a little bit more. I want to tell you a little bit more about this YouTube channel. I had a chance to chat with Michael, who runs this channel, and he has some absolutely amazing videos up on it. I want you to take a look at it. He's got some videos up there about Huey MacDonald and the recovery. Frank McDonald on there talking about Inverness County and Cape Breton. Also, there's some videos up there about Home of the Hearts and Brian Doyle. He does a very special on Brian Doyle, one on Tyler Mullendore as well. Home of the Hearts, Morgan Toney. There's a video up on him. We're going to share one with you right now, but don't forget, visit his YouTube channel. It's DM Nikas. It's DMNIKAS. Check that out on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and watch those videos. I'm sure you will enjoy them just as much as I have so far. I'm going to share one right now with a favorite of East Coast Hour. Here is a little bit more that you might learn about Lisa Cameron.
This is a long, long stretch of road, and I'm taking in the sights, but there's these drivers on my bumper, honking horns and flashing lights. But I promised you I'd keep it at 100, 'cause the old girl, well, she's got a lot of miles. But I'm thinking that I'm never gonna get there, keeping my eye on the dials, not getting me anywhere. I left weather in my rear view, but the morning sky is red, and I know just what you're thinking, even though you haven't said. But I promised you I'd keep it at 100, 'cause the old girl, well, she's got a lot of miles. But I'm thinking that I'm never gonna get there, keeping my eye on the dials, not getting me anywhere. Keeping my eye on the dial, not getting me anywhere.
This song, Keep It at 100, was a song that, well, I needed an up-tempo song for a record I was recording at the time. And I was on my way to Halifax to play a gig, and I was taking Vern's rig. And I'm known to sometimes be in a rush. So the morning I was leaving, he said to me, you know, you don't need to be in a hurry. This is an older car. It's got a lot of miles on it. Can you just try and take your time? And I said, okay, Vern, I promise I'll keep it at 100. And he said, okay. And so I left and I wrote this song on the way to Halifax.
Keeping my eye on the dial, not getting me anywhere. Keeping my eye on the dial, not getting me Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, Vern has a number of great hobbies. I guess I would have to say his favorite is his truck, and probably his second favorite would be his tractor. And I'll let him explain about that.
Well, I'm Vern McDougall. I'll be Lisa Cameron's husband, and talking about important things in our lives. Number one was getting to marry Lisa. Number two, we got to have our two wonderful kids. Number three, special day, was the day I got my old tractor.
Yeah, Vern and I work very closely together. In my real life, I am a teacher, and I teach at Bayview Education Center in Port Hood. I teach grade 4, and I like playing music for students and having them perform as well. At Christmas concerts and things like that. It's great fun practicing for those through our music program at Bayview. We're pretty low key here. Our work schedule kind of dominates our lives through September to June. And then in the summertime, we try and squeeze as much enjoyment as we can out of Cape Breton and the ocean and all the kinds of activities that we like to do. One of the reasons I love living in the small community of Judik is why some people don't like living in a small community. And that is because everybody knows me. Everybody knows my business, sometimes even before I know, other people know. I love that. So for example, this is Wayne's Variety, our little store in Judik. And Marie, who's worked here for the longest time since I can remember, she knows what's going on in my house by what I buy. And she'll tell me. So one morning before school, I went in and I bought apple juice and crackers. And she said, oh, are the boys sick? And I said, yes, the boys are sick. I went in early June and I bought a bunch of junk food, chips and chocolate bars. And she said, you are working on your report cards. And I said, yes, I am working on my report cards. Then I went in a couple of weeks later and I bought a big bottle of red wine. And she said, oh, you finished your report cards. So one evening I was feeling especially grateful for where I live. And I wrote this song. I have friends to tell my troubles to, years to write them down. Family's not so far away, they can't just come around. I don't have a single gray hair upon my head, although I'm 40-some. I'm the lucky one. The people are so rich around here, and I don't mean wealth, I mean in character and experience and just in life. And everybody has a story to tell. It's amazing. They don't think they do, but I could be sitting on the beach and someone would come along and tell me this great story about why they're at the beach that day, or just like I said, the characters around that, there's so much kindness and so much genuineness about people that it's very inspirational, even if sometimes I don't realize it until a little while later, and I know most of the time they don't realize it.
And it's before the sun. I'm the lucky one.
I grew up in Margrave Forks, which is kind of close to the Highlands, I guess, in Cape Breton. I lived there. We had a very musical household at home, and I lived there until I turned 18, went to university in Halifax, and traveled quite a bit around Canada and lived in some different places in Canada, and went to some different schools until I settled back here in Nova Scotia. I met Vern actually at a wedding of ours, wedding of friends of ours, and we started dating shortly after that. We were at this before party for the wedding, and Vern was playing the guitar, and he was playing some songs that I was familiar with. He was from here in Judic, so that's kind of how we ended up together. He was living in Halifax at the time, and I was kind of back and forth from Cape Breton to Halifax at the time, so that's how we met.
I don't have a single gray hair upon my head, although I'm 40-some. It's one more battle won. I know someday they'll come. I'm the lucky one. Oh, I'm the lucky one. Oh, the lucky one.
What makes Cape Breton the home of my heart is the people, but it's even more than that. It's this feeling of safety. I've lived in a whole bunch of other places where I didn't know anyone, and living in Cape Breton, it's almost like you're part of one big family, and there's never a time when you don't feel like you could go somewhere if you were in need, or if you had something special to tell someone or something to celebrate. There's always someone there, and that, and I think the culture, the strong history of the people here. I think that's what makes it the home of my heart. We get down to the water as much as we can. Our summers are spent on the beach, and then there's such beautiful trails here in Judic and in Inverness County, and a lot of them run right alongside the water, and you're just a few steps from the beach. So we try and get out and spend as much time as we can down there. Thank you so much for listening and watching this feature about my music. I hope that you enjoyed the music and the stories, and that perhaps they can help you make a connection to Cape Breton and feel like we do about this place.
That was Lisa Cameron here on East Coast Hour, and don't forget, check out DMNIKAS. Check out that YouTube channel. Michael is a director, photographer, a cinematographer, and puts on some absolutely amazing. The quality of these videos is fabulous. So check that out. Don't forget to subscribe and watch his videos as well. Well, that's a wrap for this week. Remember to enter to win tickets to see Matt Minglewood. He's going to be at the Port Hawkesbury Civic Center coming up on February 22nd. You can find the link to enter down below in the description section. You can also find that on my personal and East Coast Hour YouTube pages. I'll announce that winner on February 16th. Also, don't forget to vote for a pair of tickets to Cabin Fever to see Shane Pendergast and Freya Milliken They're going to be performing there with Steve McIntyre. It was a sold-out show the last time they did it on February 1st. You might not want to miss this one and get a chance to win yourself a pair of tickets. Again, the description section, or check out my personal or East Coast Hour Facebook pages to enter that contest. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on subscribe, watch the videos. Have yourself a great week. Right now, it's McCarty with Michelle Ryder, Gravity Defying on East Coast Hour with Chuck. Have a great week.
There's a part